Hey guys, this is John. I'm recording another game today. I actually recorded a couple more, but the audio got messed up towards the end. So I'm just doing one more. Let's play a Sicilian. Let's go with the classical again. I've been playing this a lot lately. Let's do this like bishop d7 specialty line against Mr. Julian Verse. Plays bishop e2. Okay. Let's continue with rook c8. Alright, I'm just going to go e6 now. Maybe that allows knight db5, though. It might not be the most accurate move in the world by me. Yeah, knight db5 could be strong at this juncture. He didn't play it. Well, I should just play a6 and put a stop to that then. Lucky me. Let's develop the bishop. Just checking who this player is. Julian Verse. Doesn't say. So I want to castle and play b5 in the short term. Goes for f5. Yeah, he can do that. But, Do I want to play e5? If I play e5, my d5 square becomes weak. Remember that. So actually, like, I'm not partial to playing that move. I could play knight e5. It's an option. But knight e5 he can take, and then maybe bishop h5. So I don't like that either, particularly. Let's just castle. How about that? We'll just castle for now. I hope e6 doesn't become too weak. That would be the fear in this position. Like maybe he could take once, and when I take back with a pawn, he could play bishop c4. Hopefully that's not the case. I mean, I could take on d4 then, but he takes with the queen and defends the bishop. I guess e6 is defended sufficiently, though. I'm maybe okay. Probably am. He's spending a good amount of time. It's a shame. I played a couple really interesting games. My last game was in English, and the audio just got messed up towards the end, and it cut out all of the analysis. I still might post it, but I was doing some great analysis, and then I realized that I wasn't recording. The recording had stopped. So I was just talking to myself and showing like these cool tactical ideas, but all for nothing. He's thinking a while now. Finally takes on c6. So if I take with a bishop, he takes on e6, and maybe he can go bishop c4 at the end? Why is that such a big problem, though? Rook takes looks kind of weird, but actually is probably pretty decent. Let's play rook takes. We'll leave our bishop on d7, where it can more adequately monitor e6. Maybe I'll do an exchange sack on c3. Maybe I'll make this thematic. A rule I tell my students in the Sicilian is if you're contemplating an exchange sack on c3, if you can double isolate their pawns and win their e-pawn in the process, it's generally worth it for you. It's a very rough rule of thumb, but I found it to be true. So like now I could take, and if he takes with the queen, I take on e4. It's actually pretty tempting. But if he takes with a pawn, I don't win e4 yet. So let's just go like queen a5. Develop. Maybe I'll double my rooks on the c file. If he takes on e6, I'll have an interesting choice between taking with the pawn or with the bishop. Also with my queen on a5, I am somewhat x-raying the undefended bishop on g5. So that may play into some decision by him to take. Okay, so like here, again, I really want to take on c3, but I don't think it's justified. Maybe I'll just double up and then make my decision soon. Or is he going to go e5? Is that his plan? He might be trying to go pawn e5. I think that might be what he's up to. Like if I go here, he goes e5. And if I take with my pawn, he takes on f6, removing the defender of the bishop. That might be what he's doing. I don't want to play e5 myself, because then he can trade and jump the knight into d5. I don't like the look of that. I showed that before in my chess fundamentals series. I played a position like that from the white side. So I got to figure out what to do now. I could stick my queen on e5, but that's just like a temporary square for it. This bishop is being annoying. Maybe rook d8. Let's just do that. I'll just defend this bishop. I mean, it looks really weird to play this, but I think I need some defense there in case e5 comes. I bet he plays bishop f3 now. Seems logical. Opens his e-file, and then e5 would be threatened with tempo on my rook on c6. So if he does that, I'll just back my rook up, probably. I'd like to play b5 too, when I get a down moment. b5 threatened b4. Okay, so he's setting up like some threat on... Okay, now can I take? I really want to do this exchange sack. I've been talking about it like every single move. I'm keeping it in mind all the time. Again, I don't think it's that good at the moment. Can I take on f5? Would that be any good? If I take on c3, he takes with his queen. We swap, and I can't take on e4. That's really annoying. His queen is on its way to h4. I'm just going to take. Man, I might be asking for punishment with this, but we'll see. Going to grab that pawn. That's a really dangerous pawn to grab. And bishop f3. Bishop f3, I have rook c7. No, I don't have rook c7. Bishop f3 is a good move. Bishop f3 is a very good move. Bishop f3 nearly kills my position right now. What the heck do I do about that move? King f8? Disgusting. Gross. Man. Yeah, I'm like busted here, guys. I just gotta take. I gotta do something. He can ignore me and like take on e7. Yeah. Let's go here. Gotta do something. Not fun. My king is on the run. I'm actually up a pawn somehow. Haven't died yet. Gonna try to go for some exchanges. Take my pawn. That would make it really easy if he took my pawn. Oh, queen b3 is really good in this position. He didn't see it.
Time warning.
Do I have some cool back rank move? Probably not. What is going on? Okay, I'll do that. If he takes on f6 with the queen, I have to go here. At least I'm not... Oh no, I'm just losing. Yeah, this is over.
Check.
Yeah, I'm losing. Getting mated. It's mate in 2. Queen f8, rook f7.
Check. Checkmate.
Yeah, when he played queen g3, I didn't adjust very well to that position. Got mated in 28 moves. Let's check. So I played my little bishop d7 sideline. I think here I was worried about knight db5, which would attack the d6 pawn twice. Now I don't have a convenient way to defend against that because my queen is like restricted. It can't go to c7. Queen e7 is ridiculous. So that just looks good. Yeah. So here he played king h1 and I got to play a6. Well, I think I pretty much normalized my position. It seemed okay. Taking with the bishop, yeah, that's also fine, huh? I was somewhat hesitant to leave the defense of e6, but taking with the bishop does free up a lot of options for me. Like the d7 square for my knight. Maybe I can go knight d7 and put it on e5. I took with the rook. He went queen d3. You know, I was really... Okay, so this was a crucial position. Rook fc8. And now I didn't like that because I thought he could go e5. With the point being that if pawn takes, he has bishop takes f6, and now d7's undefended. And if queen takes, I thought bishop f3. But the computer's saying, nope, go for that exchange sacrifice, and you're fine. Huh. Take, and then bishop b5? Not even move the queen, huh? What about just queen takes c3? Is that okay too? Pawn takes, bishop takes b7. Messy in white's favor. But bishop b5 gives me decent play. Okay. So maybe I did need to play the natural move rook fc8. It's just the complications after e5 scared me off. Rook d8 was intended to defend the bishop. It also seems okay though, huh? I guess here I should have played maybe king h8. Maybe not. Computer really liked his move queen g3. This is asking for it, huh? Ooh, yeah. Bishop f3 was murderous. We'll get to that in a second. But, you know, I didn't like king f8 because I thought if king f8, I was worried about queen h4. With pressure on f6 coming after, like, a capture here. But the computer says, no, you can play it cool. Or maybe not. Take, bishop takes, bishop d3. Pressure on h7. So maybe this position is dangerous for black after all. It kind of looks dangerous, so I wouldn't doubt it. So I took and then took here. Yeah, that loses, huh? Problem is this capture is exposing my bishop on e7, which is a vital defender because it's defending f6 at the moment. So I took and then he got bishop f3 in. Yeah, this is over because of these hanging pieces. The primary reason I'm busted here is because if this rook takes e7 is absolutely killer. I take and then he takes here, just winning the house. Threat of mate, threat on the rook. Oh, and my other rook's behind it conveniently for him. So, yeah, that's GG right there. That's a nice picture of coordination for white. He's down a pawn, but all his pieces are just beautifully placed. So I tried that, but looks like he didn't leave much to chance after this. I really thought I might swindle him in time pressure, but no, he kept playing the best moves. Rook f2. The engine suggestion. Rook f2. I guess that delays the inevitable for a few moves. Okay. Alright, well, yeah, he kept his wits about him very well in time pressure. Starting with queen g3. I mean, I don't think he made a mistake after queen g3. At least according to the computer. Like, every move was the best one. Or close to it. Not easy to do when you have less than a minute on your clock. Yeah, queen h4 is a nice one. Threatening mate, and threatening f6. And it's over, my king's too exposed. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that game. And please feel free to leave me any feedback in the comments. Thanks, guys. Bye.